Welcome back to AZ Sports Roundup. We're going to talk about ASU and the Peach Bowl and that upcoming game, and we're also going to talk a little bit about the Cardinals and the D-backs. Let's get into it. So starting off with the main topic of this video, Wednesday, Arizona State plays Texas in the Peach Bowl, college football playoff second round. This is probably the biggest game in ASU history. I will be at that game. We're going to make a video. It'll be fun. So check that out whenever it drops. So let's just get into this. So Sam Leavitt, he said in a press conference that he thinks he's the better quarterback in this game, which I do believe. Quinn Ewers is the thing holding Texas back. I think if they had an elite quarterback, that they actually could be like a powerhouse like everyone thinks they are. Quinn Ewers responded. He kind of was just being nice about it, saying, yeah, I'm excited to face off about it. You could just tell that he's just kind of laughing. He's like, this kid, Sam Leavitt, he thinks he's better than me. And I don't know. There's just something about what he said. You'd have to watch it for yourself. He just does not take him seriously. And that brings up another thing. Like, Sam Leavitt, he donated, I want to say almost all or all of his NIL money back into the Sun Angel Collective. Quinn Ewers, he knows he's leaving. He could go off to the NFL or he could transfer. But whatever happens, he's not staying at Texas. They already told him that Arch Manning is going to start next year, regardless of if Ewers comes back and doesn't go to the NFL. Which, I mean, just that kind of says, like, how badly does Quinn Ewers want this? Like, Sam Leavitt, ASU is his life. He loves ASU. How much does Quinn Ewers really like Texas? Anyways, I think if we want to win this game, we need to get at least one turnover, whether that be an interception or a fumble. And we need to come out strong, and we need to start fast. And we need to limit Texas's fast starts. So ASU and Texas are both one of the best first half teams in the country. Texas averages 21 points in the first half. And in the last, I want to say 4 games, a touchdown on 75% of the drives in the first quarter. So we are both two very good first half teams, and we need to be the better one. Our defense, I'm not too concerned about them. I'm more concerned about the run defense trying to stop the Quintravion Weiser. He's a great running back. And Texas's offensive line is one of the best in the country, no doubt about it. So I wonder how our defensive line is going to hold up with them. I think they'll be fine, but you never really know. Quinn Ewers, we need to get pressure on him, and he is not like a scrambler or gets outside of the pocket. He just wants to be comfortable in the pocket, and that's fine. But if we don't have to get the sacks, but as long as the pressure just gets up. I know Texas's offensive line is good, but I know CJ Fight, Clayton Smith, they're gonna want to sack that quarterback or at least get pressure. So I think that's gonna happen. This is what I predict. I think Texas, they know that we're gonna run the ball. That's what we're about. I feel like they're going to start doing, like, blitzes and a bunch of, like, trying to stop the run, which is why I think maybe, at least like the first drive, we should go pass first. I know that sounds crazy. We have Cam Scatterbo. He's one of the best running backs in the country. Hear me out. They'll be expecting us to set the tone with the rush. And what if we what if we just start passing the ball? Sam Leavitt can do it. What if we pass the ball? Xavier Guillory, he's stepped up. Maybe take a few deep shots. Sam Leavitt, since he returned from injury, he's only thrown 1 interception to 16 passing touchdowns. That's insane. He doesn't turn the ball over. I want to say he only has 5 on the season. So only 5 interceptions is insane. I think Sam Leavitt can't afford a pick. So he needs to do what he's always been doing, take care of the ball. I say on the first drive at least, pass first, maybe, do a couple runs, but mainly do pass heavy. I think that'll work. And then maybe the next drive, Texas's defense, they'll think, oh dang, this Sam Levitt kid, he's pretty good. He can pass the ball on us. So maybe they'll stop crowding the box, and that'll make room for some Cam Scatterboo runs. So Cam Scatterboo, I know he's one of the best running backs in the country, if not the best running back in the country. Texas's defense, their defensive line or defensive front, they're one of the best in the country. This is by far the best run defense that we've played against. I think Cam Scatterboo can do it, but we're going to need more than just inside runs to get him going. I'll say maybe do some quick screens to the outside to get him away from the very good defensive line from Texas. Maybe do some more outside runs, or get him in the, it doesn't have to be screens, but get him in the pass game. He can catch. He's a good receiver, and he can do very good things after the catch, of course. And once that opens up, I think more of the inside runs that we're used to will start opening up. So, Kenny Dillingham knows this. I know he's going to come up with a wonderful strategy to go against Texas. I know he's been watching film and strategizing. Him, Marcus Arroyo, Brian Ward, and all the coaches. They're ready for Texas, and I know that. So, it doesn't have to be what I pitched. That's just my idea. But either way, I know they're going to do something good to get us going. So, next let's go to the Cardinals. So, they lost to the Panthers a couple weeks ago. That knocked them out of playoff contention. And we lost to the Rams 13-9 Saturday. And yeah, so the Cardinals are the most unclutched team of all time, bro. Every single year, it feels like at the end of the year, we start falling apart. And in the end of games too, like the Panthers game, we had the ball in overtime. We could have scored. We didn't. In the Vikings game, we kept getting so many field goals. We could have gone for it on fourth down and maybe won the game with a touchdown. We didn't do that. The Rams game we could have won. I'm kind of glad we lost because that's better from draft position because we can't make the playoffs anyways. But the Rams game, we could have won that game if Trey McBride catches that ball or Kyler Murray throws it a little bit better. We would have won. However, I saw a lot of good things in that Rams game. Marvin Harrison, he looked like the receiver that I thought he was going to be coming into the season. He made a pretty good contested catch early on. The stats are good, but they're not like amazing. But you just have to watch. Like the stuff he's doing, this is stuff that he hasn't been doing before. Kyler Murray was solid. He wasn't perfect. He wasn't great, but he was solid. Trey McBride, I know he had the helmet, like it doinked off his helmet at the end, but he had a great game. He finally got a touchdown, which, that doesn't really mean anything as long as we're scoring, which we really haven't been doing. He got a touchdown, which is great for him. Now let's go on to the D-backs. They just gave Corbin Burns a bag, 6 years, $200+ million. We got Corbin Burns. So this could go either really good or really bad. Corbin Burns, he's an excellent pitcher. However, if he does bad, we are screwed. We signed him to 6 years and gave him a ton of money. This isn't like Jordan Montgomery, where if we keep him this year, we could get rid of him next year because he's only have a two-year deal. This is 6 years. We put a huge commitment into Corbin Burns. That being said, I do think he'll work out. He's a great pitcher, and I think the D-backs are a great fit for him. Jock Peterson, he went to the Rangers, I think. I could be wrong about that, but I think he went to the Rangers. So we are looking for a replacement for him. I would also like to get a closer. I know at the end, Justin Martinez and Ryan Thompson and AJ Puck, we had 3 closers after Paul Sewald got benched, or not benched, but he wasn't the primary closer. Closer is a big thing of need. If one of those million blown saves that I feel like we had last season went our way. If we just stayed put in the ninth inning, we would have made the playoffs. So closer's definitely a big need for the D-backs. That being said, I think they'll be fine. I think they've made improvements. I know it's sad to see Christian Walker and Jock Peterson go, but I think Josh Naylor and Corbin Burns are going to be great fits, and they'll do well. So thanks for watching this episode of AZ Sports Roundup. If you liked it, please consider liking and subscribing. We're so close to 150 subscribers. So that being said, hope ASU does good, and see ya.